Hello there, everyone. Xantok here with Slickstar Gaming, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Last time in the MSQ, well, we tracked down and we finally captured the Ivy, who held quite the high position in Ul'dah. Oh, it's never good when the people up top are the ones that are working against you. But then on top of that, we learned the Emperor of Garlemald died. Just out of the blue. Off screen, even. Strange. It's very strange. Wonder what that's gonna do to Garlemald. Anyways, that's not our problem right now. What is our problem is Lady Iceheart. She's still making trouble for both us and Kurthus, so we gotta see if we can do anything about that. And then afterwards, side question, and looking at the brief notes that I wrote down, there's gonna be a lot of Beastman related stuff. Huh. I honestly don't remember, but we'll see what that is. A simple plan. Menphilia has never been one to hesitate when it comes to asking others for aid. As you may recall, Iceheart used the aetherite in the depths of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west. Most likely to a sanctuary of some description. It is there that we suspect she meets to summon Shiva, using the crystal she stole from the House for Tom caravan. The heretics believe that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint. But if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual of the kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice to say, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall. But first, we must surmount the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established Ethernet and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we've been unable to ascertain the position of the aetherite to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second aetherite upon arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discovering the matter at length with Urianger, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution. Which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise. A colleague of ours, who is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlian. He should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Since you are here, mayhap we could welcome her together. I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. Alright, let's go! See this mysterious new person.
Menphilia, am I right?
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Charlian scholar, and an authority on aetherite technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Arcean souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Meet Moonbreeder. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once, then. We have much to discuss. Moonbreeder is, I'll say, popular. She's pretty well liked. What I find interesting fact is that she said she can't turn down Urianger, and he's the person of all the signs that we know like the absolute least about. Like, even though we never interacted with the Thancred or Y'shtola, really, or at least like not to the level we did like Papalymo and Ul'dah. Urianger has just always been like the mysterious guy in the corner that always has his hood on. It's like, what's his deal? Maybe we can finally learn what his deal is. That'd be nice.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Yeah, you sure are. There's not only a 1.5 foot difference between you two, but one of you's a Cure and the other one's a Rogadin. Sisters, twins. Uh-huh.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Yeah.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
That doesn't sound healthy.
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits, and nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Urianger, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Urianger is the introvert that got adopted by an extrovert, and that extrovert is Moonbreeder.
Unhand me.
Ha!
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Oh my.
Go on.
Ha!
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
Okay, I'm not sure what that last sentence was supposed to say.
You still haven't found it then? You're missing aetherite.
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an aetheryte not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second aetheryte to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the aetheryte's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first aetheryte, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the aetheryte.
I mean, I'm no expert in ether, so I wouldn't trust my word on it.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern.
What is?
To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process.
Oh.
They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal.
I'm not feeling so good with this plan now.
I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Okay, that just means 51% chance. That doesn't mean anything higher than that.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options.
Oh boy.
If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
In broth. The instruments of our deliverance. A plan has been devised, and Menphilia would have it carried out without further delay. I have already informed Alphino of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Moonbreeder described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He also said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf, and that I have faith you will return to us, as you always have. Thanks. I'm still not feeling so great about this plan. The odds of success, though. Greater than even odds is not very inspiring. Also, I want to make mention about the current minion we have out right now, the Minion of Light. Right now, it looks like, I'm not saying right now for a reason, right now it looks like the warrior, or the fighter, from Final Fantasy I. If I was to resummon it or log out and log back in, it might change appearance. The Minion of Light has 3 different appearances they can randomly take on, between the fighter, the black mage, and the white mage. Just those 3 though. I really wish they had added a 4th, if not like the whole set of jobs from the original Final Fantasy, because considering it's 4 Warriors of Light, not 3, it just feels weird that they only show you 3. Like, where's the red mage? Where's the thief? Where's the monk? Or at least, you know, give us a second minion that could cover those 3 roles. But no. It's not what we have. Oh well. I don't know, where are you? Thank you. Good to see you, Yaranthe. Oh, starting to wonder if you're having second thoughts. Captain Ul'dah sends his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Aline Roel in Ul'dah even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Ivy upon your return. I trust that, what you mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the Aetheryte. After you, Scion. Fill it up. There, it's ready. Ha! It worked. I think. Try attuning to the Aetheryte now. Feel for the current, and try to locate the beacon. Alright. We've done all we can, Yaranthe. For now, let's just withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If, by the grace of the 12, you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, we may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual, and if she succeeds, we have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Moonbreeder's experiments, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Before you assemble your party, pray, speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Emmerich. What knight? Ah, you. Overshot. Sir! Sir Emmerich regrets that he could not be here in person, and asks that I read to you this letter. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat, yet in our hour of need, There's not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Yarn Thay Zantok, the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea. Your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you chose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. May Halore bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. The Ak-Afar Amphitheater hard is not accessible. And again, like with the World Leader and Good King Magamog and whatever the hell else, it's not. There's not a normal version. This is just the only one that exists. Just this. Well, I guess they do have extremes, but there's nothing easier, and the extremes don't matter. For as long as their nation has warred with Dravania, there have been Ishgardians, who instead chose to ally themselves with the dragons. Shiva is said to have been among the first, hence why the heretics revere her as a saint. That Iceheart and her followers intend to summon Shiva with the crystals they have stolen is plain. But is this unprecedented act even possible? If so, then Ishgard, if not the entire realm, is in grave danger. Alright, Iceheart. It's time to put you down. Once our last DPS confirms. Where's our minion? There he is. The hair also just gives me Bart's vibe, even though I know it's the Final Fantasy I warrior. There's just Bart's energy in there.
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace. A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down. We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Unlike all other primal summonings thus far, Iceheart doesn't just summon Shiva, she becomes her. That's a little bit different now, isn't it? I wonder what that could mean. I don't even know where I'm going with that, to be honest. I do not recall if there's any big revelation. Oh, I need to move! I could have really hurt everybody if I did not move. Okay, I want to be right here. Out of all 5 circles. Wow, we're already down to 60%. Damn. And then Shiva summons her brothers. I don't even see the monk died. Yeah, we have to defeat all 4 of these ice soldiers now. There you go, monkey. Oh, you're already healed. Oh, Coco. No, no, no. Stay alive, Coco. Alright, the ice orders are done. Back to Shiva. That did not do a lot of damage. Oh, maybe because the scholarship have shields. A lot of times when I know that ice stuff about to happen, I like to try and like do something funny, like do some funny emo. But I'm trying to think of what I had access to at this point in the game. I was like, I don't know. Oh, Skogar is trapped in an ice boulder. I would like to free him. Oh boy. Okay, everybody lives. Skogar, you need help though. Oh, we weren't the only person new. Well, Donna Grotto, you get a commendation then.
Fool. Blind, bloody fool. You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence.
Listen, lady, I don't know your deal. All I know is that our conflict started when you stole from my people. So, that's where I'm coming at you from.
Mine is the righteous cause.
Okay.
You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you. Following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth.
Okay, maybe if you want sympathy, instead of just going on this tirade, you should actually say what the truth is and why we're blind, bloody fools. Like, give information.
Warrior of light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the keeper of the lake. See with eyes unclouded. Do not squander Mother's gift. Hear, feel, think.
And so the vessel withdraws. A predictable outcome. Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased. How unfortunate.
Your mask does not look familiar. Which one are you? By the 12, you're alive. Well, I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? Uh-huh. Iceheart did what? And you're certain about that, are you? Your Valiants are skilled with glamours after all. Look, if you say that's what you saw, I believe you. It's just that I've never heard of a Primal being someone like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No. Fair enough. I was only asking. The road less traveled. Moon Brita remains unconvinced she would not sustained a head injury. If you ask me, there's not to be gained from mulling over the implications of your story out here in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the Rising Stones, eh? I'll get everyone to meet us there. Ah, but before that, you had best pay a visit to White Brim Front and speak with Alphino. He's probably working sick about you. That, or he's busy playing at politics with the Ishgardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you healthy rather. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? No reason. See you again soon. Alright, what? I got really confused seeing this little Crystal Brave Lalafell. I was just like, why is there a blue dot on the ground? What the hell's that blue dot? It's like, oh, it's a little Lalafell. That explains so much. Alright, Alphino. Where you be? Are you on the ground level? No. Are you? Oh, you're on the next level? No. You're talking to Drillamont, aren't you? Yep. Oh, and Emmerich. There he is. And none the worse for wear. Was there any doubt that the warrior of light would succeed? I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like nothing more than hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you would be so kind. Alright, well, Iceheart turned into Shiva, then she summoned her brothers, and then she lost. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of life. An outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have Yerenthe to thank. Yes, you're right, of course, Sir Emmerich. We should be content with what we have accomplished. I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. Aye, there is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drillamont, is the caravan ready? The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport, in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Toll. Of that, I have no doubt. I take it these are the self-same supplies the heretics stole from the House Fort Tom caravan? Less the crystals, which comprise the bulk of the shipment, but yes. Scarcely a fraction of that which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. Ah, on an unrelated note, Yaranthe, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? 'Tis not for my benefit, but a certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart, and took half it as a nice to restrain him, I'm told. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray, do not think less of him. All right, Hershapont. Let's go let him know we're alive. While we ride into his camp on a giant behemoth and probably terrorize everybody. Was that Lolfall's name's Croissant Savage? What the? Was it Constant Savage? I'm not really sure. It was something Savage. What were you thinking, Yaranthe? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual with summon Shiva anyway. And then, you engage the abomination in mortal combat. By the fury, aren't they? That's the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. Would that I had been there to fight by your side. Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for a veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you are here now. That is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Emmerich wished to have words with you and Master Alphino in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. Alright. It is Croissant Savage. What is your name, Croissant Savage? Do you really like croissants, or you just really hate croissants? Which one is it? I need to know. Because I like croissants. They're pretty good. If you hate them, we can have problems. Wow, that was very audible, stomach. Holy shit. I don't know if that got picked up, but it was loud. Greetings, sir. I shall show you in at once. Thanks.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks. Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Natalan.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy.
May.
You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgard-Zoma could return?
Oh.
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am now. Why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget. One born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service. Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland.
No.
Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds me, Lord Orchafon, if you would be so kind.
Orchafon. Okay.
Certainly.
Sometimes you gotta hear the names and be like, oh, Pronunciation. Okay. I was close, though. I just added a T.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Eyes unclouded. The one with reason to celebrate. Alphino looks rather grim. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Iceheart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. It necessitates a complete reappraisal of the primal threat and of our approach to combating it. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if one of this incident reaches Imperial ears. The Gallian Empire whose that Primals are an insufferable menace, with their mere existence as a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine then, if it became known there was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon Primals, but our civilized people as well. Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Where before we had contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could well find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. But I speak unadvisedly. Come, Yernde. It is better that we continue this conversation in Mordona. Well, we better go then. Menvilia, I thought I'll tell you. She was weird.
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole. Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it. Excellent. I shall summon the others at once. Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
As certain as we can be that good King Mogulmog XII was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
Yeah, that is pretty concerning.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as, damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
In what regards?
Pack your things, Ul'dah. We're going back to Gridania.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you. Hear, feel, think.
Yeah, they're what that crystal said to us.
Hydaelyn speaks to her as well. If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Midgard-Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so. Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard-Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
The reason Royale. Benvilio discussed how best to proceed in light of recent developments. I mean to scour the annals for knowledge of Midgard-Zormr. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few. Do you hear that? The commotion outside. What do you see if aught is amiss? Uh-oh. Are there more people trying to get our favor? Oh, hey, Alphina. Yaranthe, 'tis well that you are on hand. We have a problem. Rowael has escaped. Oh, fuck's sake. It happened shortly after the immortal flame took her into custody. She had been placed in a dungeon cell for her coming trial. But apparently, the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain, along with 2 guards. 'Tis plain she received inside help. The citizens report seeing Rowael quitting the city via the Gate of Nuld, with a bloodied spear in her hand. She makes for Castrum Meridianum. I am certain of it. With her fate in Eorzea as good as sealed. What recourse has she but to flee to her imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilberd and the First are hot upon Rowael's heels. Pray, make haste to Camp Bluefog and join the hunt. Oh, I'm in. Let's go get her. My thanks for coming, Scion. I spoke with the soldiers here. They say that Rowael walked the camp not a bell ago. Aye, she walked through. You did not mishear. We have Raubon's decision to keep the matter secret to thank for that. Not for morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her. And so here we are. Rowael must not be allowed to reach Castrum Meridianum. Well, let's go get her. I shall have my giant mechanical hand take me. Ooh, solo duty. This wretch was with Roel. He threw himself at us that his mistress might escape. She didn't blink when we cut him down. Not even when he started screaming. No loyalty, even to our own. The god's damned harpy. With me, Scion, we almost have her. Let's do this! I am just gonna... They're running past me. That's very rude. I'm gonna get rid of these two. Oh, you fucker. Wait, where is she? Oh, there she is. You leaned there. I was looking for the name Roel and I could not find her. Alright, all of you are on me, because I've got the holy. Oh, hello, hands. I got you, Ilver. Just calm down. Oh, you say we can't stand against the Empire Royale, Aline? We're doing a damn good job. And, oh, she's not defeated yet. Is she stuck at one? No, okay. She's almost down. She can't die right now, can she? You actually cannot beat her until everything else is dead. Huh. Interesting. Secret Colossus takes forever to kill. Hey, Gary, you made it. I don't give Sarah these danger posts because I know I'm just gonna be safe. Alright, the Hoplomachus is gonna die. Good, there we go. Find her and do it tight. Yes, sir. Good work, men. She and her Imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you, was one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you've fallen so low. What would you know of low? A spoiled little lordling who's never known any want? People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it your God-given right to rule over others. You know not of our plight, the injustice that we low-bornish guardians must endure. So the noble lords and ladies, we are not people, but resources to be consumed. That sounds familiar. I did what I had to do to survive. Stealing, killing, even hoarding myself. There's no fault of mine if fools imagined me a paragon when I joined the flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you're the only person ever to have suffered. In case you haven't forgotten, Realm himself was born into poverty. As was I. We lived, hand to mouth, with little more than the shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others their fortunes. We accepted the hand that we had been dealt, and played it to the best of our ability. Life was a battle, aye, but no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin, and came back for more. Everything we have, we fought for. How are we any different then? 'Tis true that we are both mercenaries of lowly birth. And 'tis true that we both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword, Marshal, you sold your colleagues. If life has taught me one thing, that you never betray your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than there was a hand against a friend. But enough talk. You will return to Ul'dah to face justice. The people whose trust you have dragged to the gutter. Not so much as a hint of remorse. His world is a sordid business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our own allies more wisely than Realm chose his.
I have heard. Truly bothersome business. No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Realm. There is no telling what the brute might do. Have the blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace. Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while. Nanamo Ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
Before we go, some of the side quests that are available in the Waking Sand itself, I want to make mention that I accidentally picked something up off camera, and it wasn't really a full quest, so it's just like a, hey, you unlock this feature, so I wanted to talk about it. Right about here, there's supposed to be a guy called the Wistful Whitebeard. He's not here anymore, but he would be right about this area. And talking to him unlocks New Game Plus, which is right here, this feature here. New Game Plus, I've never done this, but to my understanding, you can basically replay through, rewatch certain sections of the game. You won't get to do like all little side quests, or it's just like, hey, main story and then some other things. You also can't access a lot of features while you're currently in it. No weather, no summoning bells, no hunts, free company features, certain vendors and menders. But they have like, okay, so like here's our Realm Reborn parts 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 and 6 would be like our patch quests that we're currently going through. Chronicles is things that we don't have unlocked yet. Some special side stories. Here's some little teasers of some side story names here. Tank quest, Gladiator Paladin, Marauder Warrior. Like all of our job quests will go in here too, like once we complete them. So like when we finish things, they'll all be here. I didn't want to do that for this Let's Play. I considered it, but I was like, no, I want to do all the little side quests and all the little things too. So we didn't do that. Now that I mentioned that, let's go ahead and go inside the Waking Sands, say hi to Tataru, jump backward, and let's go in. I wish I had accidentally accepted it. I didn't mean to, and I was kind of upset with myself when it happened. A Kobold Initiative. Slothsweets has a plant that requires an adventurer's aid. Read the riptides and the winds and brace yourself for the coming storm. Learned as much when I sailed as a yellow jacket, The wisdom of the seas has served me just as well on land. The beast tribes are a storm in the brewing. Neither the scions nor the city-states can allow themselves to be caught unawares. Nay, we must strike first and nip the storm in the bud. I start with the kobolds. I reckon they've grown a bit too big for their breeches of late. One more thing I learned as a yellow jacket is that your ship is only as steady as your crew. Before taking on the kobolds, I have in mind to round up some new allies. In Camp Overlook, you'll find a crew of pirates who've given up pillaging and plundering, and now for the flag of the Maelstrom. I bring them on board to fight the kobold menace, but I have a notion that an honest plea from yourself would be more convincing. Might you travel to Camp Overlook and speak to Commander Blodin in my stead? You'll be doing us a great service, You want me to do what? What is this gonna... Oh god, what is this gonna be? Into the Valley of the Skull. Oh god, are they just gonna have me go to fight beast tribes or something? Rodolphe would have you lend your assistance for the Maelstrom cause. I call upon you as a fellow scion here, aren't they? To assist our allies in meeting a mutual objective. The Maelstrom needs every sword it can summon to stifle the Sahagin advance. I implore you to journey to Camp Skull Valley, discuss the matter with Falk Brita, and render what remedy you can. Alright. Wigsand, who do you want me to go kill? Can't do it without you. Wigsand would seek your aid in putting a plan of his into motion. My dear friends, Abha and Ollie, they came to the suns with a burning passion to deliver this realm from darkness. A passion that could never muster. They fought bravely and with honor until they could fight no more. Me? I was never worth much on the battlefield. I wanted nothing more than to honor my fallen comrades, to carry on their fight. But how? One day, it struck me. I may be woefully lacking on the battlefield, but my mind is sharp enough. I resolved to plot a course of action and recruit capable allies to our cause. One thing is clear to me. We can ill afford to be distracted by the beast tribes, with more ominous storm clouds gathering on the horizon. To that end, we must find strong and loyal allies to quell the beast-man menace. You are familiar with the perhaps? A tribe of fearsome hunters and huntresses. I am convinced that they will prove invaluable allies in the battle against the Ul'dah, if only they could be won over. The respect strength above all. I fear they'd sooner gut me than listen to my tale. But you, if you spoke, they would listen. I am certain of it. And so I ask, friend, travel to Forgotten Springs and speak to Uad Nun in my stead. There's something strange about these 3 quests. Each of them are going to be completed by talking to a person. I don't know what the hell they're going to unlock, but this is about Sahagin, Kobold, and Ul'dah. very confused. I feel like it's another introduction to Beast Tribes, maybe? Like the Beast Tribe quest? But I'm not really sure. There's also J back here with a blue quest that we can do. But we're not going to do that one yet. That's going to wait. We'll do that separately. But let's go to the Forgotten Springs. The Slayer Titan returns. The Slayer seeks something of the Ur, yes? What is it you seek? So, you would have us join your fight against the Ul'dah. The Ur do not care for the lizardmen, this is true. But the Ur fight no battles but our own. That is what my tribesmen will say. I am not unwilling to help you, but I know you better than they. What's it to you? Uad Nun was a brooding expression on his face. The word of the nun is law. Those who turn a deaf ear to the nun, they will no longer have ears. I could order my tribe to fight for you. That would be good for you, yes. But would it be good for the Ur? That is my question. You have proven yourself to me, but to many of the Ur, you're just another outsider. If you would earn their trust, you will do it yourself. Speak to my tribeswoman, and hear with your own ears how they feel about you. Oh boy. I mean, I did also help, like, the two people that are fighting to become the new nun. The Ur fight whom we want to fight, when we want to fight. It is so difficult for an outsider to understand. Oh boy, I think this is like a long quest line. I think all three of these are going to be long quest lines from what I'm looking at. Oh dear. Join your fight? And why would the Ur help an outsider when we have problems of our own? I mean, are the Ul'dah not a problem of yours? Well, that's besides the point. Oh! This popped up now too down here. What the hell? Here we go. I answer to the nun and none other. Be gone, outsider. This is no place for you. Yeah, they don't seem to like us. I've heard tales of your strength. Yet if you are strong, why do you not fight your own battles? Listen, I'm just here to make allies, man. I'm not asking you to fight my battles for me. I'm asking you to fight with me. You have returned. I would ask that you leave me. I am first and foremost none to my people, and their needs concern me more than yours. Hurtful. Ooh! Ow! That stings. Uad Nun has received ill tidings. Outsider, I told you to. You would help the Ur. You outsiders puzzle me, but I would be fool to refuse your aid. I am told that some of my tribeswomen have been ambushed and captured by the lizardmen. If the rumors are true, they bear grave wounds. The Ur are no strangers to death, but to die without a fair fight. There is no way for an Ur to die. I ask you not to rescue them. If they are truly Ur, their pride will not allow it. Ease their wounds with the salve, and they will take care of themselves. Where are they? I die sooner than admit defeat to the lizard men. Thank you, friend. I'll not forget this debt. Watch yourself, stranger. Wounded or not, my claws are still sharp. I know not why you helped me, but I thank you. There they are. Ugh, the pain. Thank you, stranger. By your kindness, I live to fight another day. The missing three have returned, and return with lizard man heads. You are a true friend to the outsider. True Uad Nun suspects his tribeswomen may have had a change of heart. The are a proud people. It is not easy for us to express gratitude to outsiders, most of all. But those you saved would speak to you. Do them the favor of hearing their words. Here's the door. Ah! You're all right here. They told me you were strong. Then I have seen with my own eyes. I would be honored to do battle by your side. I don't know you scions from the hole in the ground, but your friends are my friends, and your enemies are my enemies. Let us crush the beastmen together. I thought I was lizard dread for sure till you came to my rescue. What say we crack some lizard skulls together? Hell yeah. You gave me back my strength and my honor. This is a kindness I must repay. Should you require my aid, you have it. Well, well, well. I trust you have heard the answer you seek. The do not open their hearts to outsiders easily, but those bonds we do form are that much the stronger. To protect our freedom and our newfound friends, the will fight this battle. Return, and tell your scion companions the strength of the is with them. Go in safety, and know that you will always be welcome here. There's also this quest down here I want to go do. We can report to Wigsand, but we might as well do the other ones, and then because I'm sure they're all going to end with like report to Blink, this person at the Waking Sands. Like, okay, do that all at once together. Zombies are people too. Have the zombie just want some love. Oh, I'm sorry. I suppose you don't speak Somblish. You'll have to forgive me. I've been feeling awfully depressed of late. And why shouldn't I? But with you and your friends always trying to hack me limb from limb? It's as if my rotting, malodorous flesh and propensity for snacking on adventure brains has made me some sort of a pariah. The only ones who ever treated me with any decency were my Sabbatender friends, and I haven't seen them in ages. My best friend among them was spirited away. We were strolling through the shroud. I do hope he's safe. In the shroud? Oh, good God. These quests want to take me everywhere. Seven Tindrick, where are you going? We're going back to Hab. Okay. Bye, Death Gaze. If you try to fight me, I'll kill you. It's a long flight back to Hab. Oh, Seven Tindrick returned. My dear friend Seven Tindrick just returned. It was you that found him. You must be the kindest adventurer I've ever met. I promise, I won't eat your brains. Unless you're the last adventurer in Eorzea. And then I kinda won't have a choice. Perhaps you could track down my other Sabbatender friends as well. Sabbatendred disappeared while we were on an excursion to Lenosha. You think it's my body odor? Sabbatendred and Outer at Lenosha. Isn't that where I also gotta do, yeah. 2 birds, 1 stone with this quest. Hey, Bloodine. What's up, man? Adventurer, eh? The mess from Sloth Swiss, you say? Huh? A brand strike to take the wind out of the kobold sails? Before they can mount an attack? Huh! And she'd recruit old buccaneers like us for the effort. This, when even Admiral Merloop has her hands full of the damn beasts. That's either the most barnacle-brained idea I've ever heard, or the most bloody brilliant. Huh! I'll confess, I had my doubts when I heard she was leaving the Yellow Jackets. But see, that wench is as salty as a sea dog as ever. This should prove most interesting. A pirate's life for me. Commander Bloating has an idea as to how you might win over his men. We may fly the flag of the Maelstrom now, but in years past, me and my crew were some of the scurviest pirates to sail the seas. Traded in our Jolly Rogers for the Crimson and Black when Merloop assumed the admiralship. Our days of pillaging and plundering may be behind us, but a pirate never loses his nose for treasure and glory. You can convince my crew that there's a fortune to be had in finding the kobolds. I suspect you'd find the most agreeable to joining your cause. Say, for instance, if there were a healthy bounty for any buccaneer who had a name for himself or herself in the Kobold War. I believe something like that just might be arranged, aye? Okay. We've also unlocked another quest. A bounty on the kobolds? Cups of grog flowing over? Bottomless bowls of grubbin. Books and winches on each arm? That sounds like a right tasty proposition. Now where did I put me cutlass? You've got an axe on your back. Ah, I've been meaning to buy a new peg leg for me hobbled mate. This bounty you speak of will let me do just that. Raise the mast. Tomorrow, I set sail for kobold territory. Oh wait, hold on, I guess we'll pick her up right now. Honor the fallen. Pamaja wears a sorrowful expression on her face. Aye, we faced danger countless times together, ever since our pirating days. That was until our last mission when the five of us set out together and only I returned. I'm not fool enough to hold out hope that me comrades still live. But not having so much as a scrap of thread to remember them by, it pains me like a saber in the gut. Might you go to the battlefield and bring back a memento of me fallen brothers? I mean, yeah, I can do that. I swore to myself that my pirating days were through, but deep within, I've always longed to sail the open seas again. It's the chance I've been waiting for. I'm gonna do all the other stuff here before I go out here for the mementos. A bounty for fighting the kobolds? Well, why did you not say so sooner? I've never cared much for the scurvy beasts. Tell the captain I'll be sailing east on the morrow. I see you're in little trouble when you were my crew. Aye, once a pirate, always a pirate. The skull and crossbones of Limsa set sail once more, and I pity any beast man caught in their wake. Operation Crucible down. Bloating could use your aid in creating a diversion. Oh god, those are terrible things. Well, we can't let my men have all the fun now, can we? What say you join us in a little operation? I should have hit the kobolds where it hurts the most. In the Crucible. As you know, the beasts pride themselves in their alchemical skills. We've located a hidden storehouse containing a prototype for a new Crucible. I don't know what it's capable of. I'm not of a mind to find out. I would charge you with drawing the kobold's attention while my levy sees to the Crucible. Take these makeshift bombs to Iron Lake, where you'll find stores of sundry provisions belonging to the kobold army. I trust you'll know what to do from there. And mind you, the bigger the explosion, the better. Time to cause some chaos. Okay, so first of all, there should be a memento. There's a memento. Mark of the Red Swallow. Did I just hear a cannon go off? I am hearing a cannon go off. Is that attached to this quest? I don't remember hearing that before. Don't look at me, grenade. Don't. Thank you. Ah, here we go. I was literally right on top of it. Throw a bomb. Okay, more memento. Where? Ah, there. Well, I felt sometimes it's like, okay, you probably should notice me. Other times it's like, why did this monster notice me? What the shit? It's so weird. Okay, and the last memento should be somewhere in this area. Where is it? Am I blind? Possibly. But there it is. Yeah, okay, Quarryman. Fine. Where's the last... Okay, it's over here. Alright, job's done. Returned, have you? Did you find out of me fallen comrades? I did. I knew it wouldn't have made no difference. I just wish I could have been with them at the end. But any tears I shed weighed little more than drops in the ocean. I must take up their fight and see that their sacrifice wasn't in vain. Good on ya. Good work. Why, I reckon I heard those blasts all the way from here. We're pleased to know that the operation was a rousing success. The Crucible is no more. This should keep the kobolds quiet for a spell. Nothing like the pleasure of a job well done. I reckon the grog we guzzled tonight was the finest we've had in months. Claiming the booty. Bloodine would have you deliver a message. Aye, the Pirates of Lips have added another chapter to our legend. We couldn't have done it without you. On behalf of my entire crew, you have my thanks, adventurer. In a perfect world, the mere word of our triumph would convince any pirate captain still sailing aimlessly in search of treasure to quit their plundering and fight the good fight. But I know as well as any that coin is the quickest and oftentimes the only way to a pirate's heart. I've drafted a full report of the operation, along with the suggestion that the Maelstrom institute generous rewards for any pirate, be he captain, cook, or swab, who contributes to their cause. I'm most obliged if you could deliver it to Commander Riki. And after you do that, send my regards to Sloth Sweets. Tell her I'm waiting for her. Oh, before I leave this area, let's go look for that Sabatenda. What was this one's name? Sabatindred. We have Sabatindrick and now Sabatindred. Sabatindred. Not the greatest names. I mean, I don't. Sabatindrick isn't bad. Sabatindred is kind of what? Alright, go back to your friend, little buddy. Okay, let's go to Limsa and talk to Rashat. This way. Did you by any chance come from the direction of Camp Overlook? There seems to be quite the commotion there. Yeah, actually. A report from Commander Bloodine. What's this? The Kobold's Crucible is no more? Huh, those damn scurvy fools. Loose cannons to the last, and I'm glad they're on our side. I'll gladly issue them a special commendation and... 100,000 gil for each crewman who contributed to the effort? The nerve of the man. Well, Well, the exact amount will have to be negotiated. I see no reason to be stingy with our coffers. If a bounty here or there would convince capable men to join our cause, I should take Commander Bloaty's proposition to command. Excellent. And now let's go report to Had that we found another one of his little Sabatender friends. And hope that if he sends us on to get another one, it's going to be in wherever they're supposed to go for the Sahagin. I think, what is that, Western Lenosha? You'd think I would remember these things, honestly. But no, I don't. Joy of joys. Savitindred returns just moments ago. He assured me that he merely got lost and I smelled just fine. At least, that's what I think he meant to say. Why, that leaves only Sabatindale. Was always a shy, retiring type. He was resting in his favorite pot when it was stolen away by a band of Amalja brigands. Could you find him for me? Oh, and take this fire sand, just in case he's stuck inside. Is he on this map? Yes, he is. Alright. Oh, little guy. How'd you get stuck in here? Poor Sabatindale. Well, let's go back to Hab. Sabatindale came back, and he left just as quickly to go home with his brothers, so that the winds of Thanalan were calling him home, or at least that's what I think he said. How nice it must be to have a family. Mine's long dead. Dead. Not undead like me. Still, just knowing that I have friends on this vast, lonely world is enough for me. Why, I suppose I could even call you a friend too. You don't mind my odor, do you? I've smelled worse, probably. New minion! Cactuar cutting! Yay! We'll use that at some point. But now, we need to go to Camp Skull Valley and talk to Falk Brita. if you have come seeking Valkyria the Maelstrom, congratulations. You have found her. Although I suppose in truth, it is I who have been seeking you. Camp Skull Valley overlooks the Sahagin Four, the sea-sucking horrors right under her bony nose. We are the dam against the rising tide of savagery. Peer review. Valkyria would like to have a word with you. I won't waste your time with niceties. As we speak, a ship is bound for Aleport, where it will reprovision. The ship carries precious freight, crystals from the Isles of Umbra, which it is set to consign to Maelstrom couriers. Yet loose lips let the fishbacks gain wind of the plan. Were these crystals to fall into Sahagin hands, it would bring them that much closer to reawakening Leviathan, a contingency we can ill abide. I ask that you see to the safety of the crystals. My subordinate, Uru Kogururu, awaits you at Aleport. Are they up here? Yeah, they are. I take it you're the scion they spoke of. I'd imagine someone more imposing. Nevertheless, the ship won't be in for some while. We're going to load the ship as soon as she arrives, so as to lend no license to Sahagin interlopers. You'll do the most help with the pier. Okay. Just whatever I can do, man. And just who in Eorzea are you supposed to be? They hired an adventurer? But no one told me about an adventurer. Well, I suppose you might as well make yourself useful. Bring the supplies from the wharf to the pier, so the ship can reposition as soon as the docks. What the fuck was that sentence? Bring the supplies from the wharf to the pier, so the ship can reprovision as soon as she docks. That should help. Sometimes you just say things and your words just like get all mixed up. It's like, oh god, what? Oh, is there more? Yeah, there's more. I had a vague recollection of doing this at some point. I just didn't know when the quest was. We have to pick up boxes and bring them over. Repeatedly. I think this is the last one. Well, well, you're a quick worker. I forgot my name. Wait, no. I forgot to tell you my name. The name's Dawson. I oversee every crate that washes up and ships out of here. Go back and let your Maelstrom masters know that this load is in ship shape. No more for you to do here. No, sir. That's good. Oh, wait. Oops, go to Kogu. I was going to go all the way to Valkyria. Excellent. You've done all you can for now. Just make sure you're prepared when it comes time for the ship to leave port. Long walk of a short pier. Uru Kogu Uru has tidings regarding the shipment of crystals. Your ships come in. Head over to the pier and see to it that those crystals reach their destination. Can do. She's all stocked and ready to go. Hop aboard, if you think that's best. Help! Serpent Reavers are at the gates! Serpent Reavers? Those traitorous Horsons! Whatever in your could they possibly be doing here? I cut bait with my cargo to escape with my life. They're still out there. Waiting for us to try and reclaim the consignment, no doubt. Luckily for you, this adventurer here is going to give those bastards what for. I'll hang back here and make sure no one loses a hand on the Maelstrom freight. The ship will stay docked until you're done taking care of the Reavers. Where are they? Killed him. What is that Pakashin doing way over there? That's so strange. What in the name of the navigator happened here? Oh, wait. Wait a minute. You're not Dawson. What? What in the name of the navigator happened here? You must be the adventurer the Scion sent. My name is Dawson. I have something from the Mealvan's gate to oversee the freight here in Airport. Our boat's gone. Yet the freight is nowhere to be seen. Another Dawson? You mean to say an imposter has been handling my freight? And the ship is missing. This was no mere prank. Treachery is afoot. You must notify Ul'dah without delay. We did an oopsie. What of our folly has beaten you to me? So consumed were we with the dangers of Sahagin at sea, we left ourselves open on land. Though the scallywaggery took place on shore, I haven't any doubt it was the Reavers' doing. We pieced together the identity of our fraudulent freight bearer, the dread pirate Drisnaggle. It's only fitting that the silver-tongued snake calls the serpent's tongue home. The Sahagin we were prepared for, but not the serpent Reavers. We steeled ourselves against the danger on the horizon, when it falls to the danger at our very feet. The way the crystals crumble, Ul'dah would summon you to action. The Serpent Reavers leave us no choice. The risk of the crystals falling into Sahagin hands is too great for us to remain idle. It must come time to act. So many are the crystals that we have no means of recovering them. We can only hope to destroy them. While losing the crystals is regrettable, we have far more to lose should Leviathan be summoned. Our forces will bombard the Reavers, drawing them out of their den, so that you might slip in with these makeshift bombs and destroy the crystals. The Serpent's Tongue lies beyond Tide Gate, and the Sahagin land base, at the very heart of the enemy encampment. There's more quests here. Oh man. To catch a cutthroat, Ul'dah needs a strong adventurer to eliminate the dread pirate Drisnaggle. Had to hand it to the villain Drisnaggle. He's got gall. Most men wanted for 64 counts wouldn't dare leave the safety of the Serpent's Tongue. No doubt he's scurried back there by now. It's only a matter of time until the crystals end up in Sahagin hands and we're all drowning in Leviathan's wake. Drisnaggle's a cutthroat among cutthroats, and You know, he wields his axe with sharp wit and pressing strength. Needless to say, seeking him out and rendering justice will be far from easy. The Navigator, guide your blade. Culling the Horde, Ellis brings grim work for an accomplished adventurer, or Elis? Alis. Beyond Tidegate lies the Sahagin land gate base, where the Fishbacks mean to launch an attack. Though we cannot forestall their advance, we might give them pause with a sudden strike. I'll need you to make 4 Sahagins serve as a cautionary tale for the rest. Serpent's Tongue Lashing. Otzatrak seeks a sword hand, swift and stout. Stop it, Reavers of pirates who take the Sahagins' god as their own. What sorry sort of pirate offers prayers to Leviathan? Like all zealots, their fervor grows with their numbers. Subtracting 5 fanatics from their fold ought to dampen their fire a while. I mean, sure, I'll go do some killing. We'll go do these, and then we'll come back to deal with Driss Noggle, or whatever the hell his name was. Alright, so just kill any Sahagins. We need to kill 4. So I'll grab this guy, and this guy, and this guy. And that'll get the Whelk Ballista. I want to get this one guy then. Oh damn it, I got too far away from one. Damn it. Let's not risk it then. Let's just stick with these 3. And I think we can do this one easily. Good, he doesn't bring anything more into the fight. Alright, I'll go back here to where the Reavers are first, and then we'll... Oh, wait. Where's the third one gonna be then? Oh, they're both here. Oh, wait, this is Drissnoggle. Oh, shit. I didn't expect him to be here. Well, alright. How many of these do we kill? 5? Okay. Alright, we'll destroy this crate. Get out of here before the captain shows up. Oh, I summoned it. Oh. Okay, well, we're just doing this. Those other ones want to come down here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Alright, cool. I did that. I think I destroyed a couple more boxes, though. Really? That one? Oh my god. Will you at least let me bomb? Okay. Good. I'll do this then. Oh, it didn't count? Fucking fuck off. Why? Can I move? Okay, I'm gonna wait until I heal up. I'll ready the bomb though. Okay, one more. There we go. That's gonna be good enough. Okay, where's the last box? It is just one last box, right? Yes, it is. Yeah, I'll just have to fight this guy. That's fine, it's one guy. Right, that is all of the quests. And here I feared I was sending you to your death. Glad to get that rapscallion Drisnog his comeuppance. A man who can dispense justice will always have a place by my side. A job well done. Let us see how the fishbacks fancy that. Each day, the hordes of Slimy Sahagin soldiers threaten to take our beloved gates. I pray the day never comes. Prayer alone will not suffice. Thanks to you, today will not be that day. That'll teach those reavers that they reap what they sow. Rest assured in the knowledge you've made the sea safer for all. Our triumphant hero returns, and I imagine it'll be some time before the Serpent Reavers and the Sahagin rear their ugly heads again. More importantly, we needn't worry about Leviathan rearing his head. The Maelstrom, and indeed all of Limsa Laminsa, owes you a debt of gratitude. And please, send my regards to Radolf. Oh god, there's another one. Sibling rivalry. Ellis requires you to supply the lines of Tidegate. Guarding a wall so vast as Tidegate requires the manpower of 2 brigades. And maintaining a unified defense requires they act in tandem. This task has been entrusted to the brigades of the brothers Nortmorn and Stalret. I fear they hold each other in esteem far from fraternal, bickering over the slightest of unintended slights. And so I need to ask an outsider, namely you, from provisions to the Nortmorn of the north side and Stalret of the south side, to allay any appearance of impropriety. You've set aside 2 perfectly equal sets of rations for them, though you'll likely have your hands full convincing them of that. Yeah, these 2 brothers have proven problematic a couple times in the past. Hey, I'm Nortmorn, adventurer. What business have you here? I got some rations. Rations! Adventurer bearing rations is always welcome. I can't help but think you bear even more rations for my brother's men. Oh my god, guy. If you've come looking for Stalret, you've found him. Now what is it? Ah, what is this you have brought us? Salted fish. You insult my men with bride-soaked brill while my brother dies of the fresh fruits of the sea? You two need to get over your goddamn selves. I take it you witnessed their silly sibling rivalry firsthand and now understand why some wonder whether to cooperate long enough to hold the wall? But nothing unites like a common enemy. I have no doubt the brothers will set aside their petty differences when faced with the greater danger. Though they'll probably have a competition of who can kill the more foes. Wag the sea dogs. Ellis will call you to the wall once more. The Maelstrom needs your help. We would open South Tidegate to welcome a returning detachment, but doing so would expose us to the Sahagin. Thus, we aim to launch a diversionary attack along the north side and lure the Sahagin hordes away from the open gate. Seek out Northmone at North Tidegate. The offensive falls under his command. So you've come to help bail my beleaguered brother out from under Trouble's foot once more? Very well. All I need to do is slay a pair of those skittish little sea slugs. That ought to summon a lot of them. I'm doing a what? Sahagin. I was like, sea slugs? What are you talking about? Oh, these two are right here. I'll just take them. Oh, that's that. Sure as rain, our subtle stratagem drew those southerly sea sods away from the open gate. The men of the detachment send their gratitude. And with that, we can finally pray, return to the Waking Sands. Well, these quests took a while to get done. Hopefully there's no follow-up from the people in here, because I swear to God. The seeds have carried you back to me. I see. I got wind of me erstwhile matey's triumph, and your contributions as well. You'd have made for a fine pirate yourself, aye? Bringing the pirates together with promises of treasure and glory? That's the bloating I know. Aye. And from what I hear, it's already caught the ear of many a buccaneer. Bloating and I go back a ways, we do. We were comrades, friends, and aye, even more than that on occasion, if me memory serves. I've got nothing but respect for the man, but building a proper army out of old buccaneers won't be easy. And the idea he comes up with, you can bet Admiral Merloob's already had it. Treasure and glory are all well and good, but do you know what truly calls a pirate to the open sea? Freedom. And that's something that the Maelstrom can never offer. But I can only hope that others of me kind answer the call. Then, and only then, can I be sure that my decision to part with the Yellow Jacket comrades was the right one. Aren't they? So good of you to return. Tales of your deeds precede you. Knowing lives or limits lay in good hands allowed us to tend to matters of import elsewhere. But I'm relieved to have you back with us all the same. Much work remains for the realm. Friend, I had my doubts that even one of your talents could win over the Ooh. Once again, you have proven yourself capable of tasks that make an ordinary adventurer shirk in fear. You have given hope and courage to all here, myself most of all. Rest assured, we shall not squander the opportunity you have given us. For my comrades, for my realm, for a new dawn, I shall stand tall and fight.